In this audiobook, you'll uncover the hidden truths that reveal how to bend the quantum universe to your will. As you listen, you'll discover the extraordinary power within you to shape reality with every thought and intention. The journey to becoming a conscious creator begins here. Quantum Universe Bending. Introduction. Within the infinite expanse of existence lies a truth so fundamental, yet so extraordinary, that its mere recognition holds the power to transform your entire reality. You stand at the threshold of understanding that transcends the ordinary boundaries of perception, a gateway to the quantum realm, where thoughts shape matter and consciousness molds reality. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, operates not as a fixed tapestry, but as an ever-shifting dance of possibilities. Each moment pulses with potential, waiting to crystallize into form through the power of focused intention. This is no mere metaphor. It is the very foundation upon which reality rests. You are not simply an observer in this grand cosmic dance. You are the dancer, the choreographer, and the music itself. The quantum field responds to your every thought, your every belief, your every expectation. Like ripples in a cosmic ocean, your consciousness extends far beyond the confines of your physical form, interacting with the very fabric of existence. This ancient wisdom, long hidden in plain sight, now emerges anew through the lens of quantum understanding. The masters of old spoke of manifestation and creation. Today, quantum physics reveals the mechanism behind these timeless teachings. Your thoughts are not confined within your mind. They are energetic frequencies that resonate through the quantum field, attracting corresponding realities into your experience. As you begin to grasp this fundamental truth, the walls of limitation dissolve. The universe is not a rigid system of cause and effect, but a fluid realm of infinite potential, waiting to be shaped by your conscious intention. You are not bound by circumstance. You are the author of your reality, writing your story with every thought, every belief, every choice. The power to transform your life has always resided within you. It awaits only your recognition and acceptance of this profound truth. You are a quantum creator, eternally connected to the infinite field of all possibility. Part 1. Entering the quantum realm of possibilities. Chapter 1. The Quantum Secret Revealed. In the mountains of a distant land lived a young wanderer who searched endlessly for the secrets of existence. Day after day, he climbed treacherous paths and crossed flowing streams, seeking answers that seemed forever beyond his reach. Then one morning, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold, he encountered an aged hermit seated in perfect stillness beneath an ancient tree. "What do you seek?" the hermit asked, his eyes gleaming with ancient knowledge. "I seek to understand the nature of reality," the wanderer replied. The hermit smiled and picked up a handful of leaves. "What do you see?" "Leaves," the wanderer answered simply. "Look closer," the hermit instructed. "These leaves, the air between them, your very thoughts as you observe them, all are energy in constant motion. Reality is not fixed, but flows like water, taking the shape of the vessel that holds it. Your consciousness is that vessel." Through the hermit's guidance, the wanderer learned to see beyond surface appearances, discovering that his thoughts and intentions could ripple through the fabric of existence itself. As his awareness expanded, the world around him began to transform, reflecting the new understanding growing within his heart. The quantum field surrounds and permeates all things, responding to the focused power of consciousness. Your thoughts are not mere electrical impulses within your brain. They are waves of energy that extend into the infinite field of possibility. Each thought carries a specific frequency, attracting experiences that match its vibration. When you truly grasp this principle, you understand that your role as an observer is far more significant than you may have imagined. The quantum field exists as pure potential until consciousness interacts with it. Your expectations, beliefs, and emotional states are the tools through which you shape this infinite potential into tangible reality. Let me share with you another tale that illuminates this truth. There once lived a woman who carried the weight of limitation in every cell of her being. Her life seemed predetermined by circumstance until she discovered the quantum nature of reality. Day by day, she began to shift her thoughts and feelings, aligning them with the abundance she wished to experience. As her inner world transformed, her outer reality followed suit. Opportunities appeared as if by magic. Relationships healed themselves, and prosperity flowed into her life with increasing momentum. This woman's journey mirrors your own potential. Just as she discovered her power as a conscious creator, you too can step into your role as an active participant in the quantum dance of creation. Your awareness shapes the very substance of your experience, drawing to you the circumstances that match your dominant thoughts and emotions. To begin working with these principles directly, I offer you this practice passed down through generations of wisdom keepers. Each day, set aside time for quiet contemplation. Find a comfortable position and bring your attention to the endless stream of thoughts flowing through your mind. Observe them without judgment, as though watching clouds drift across the sky. Notice how your thoughts carry different energetic qualities. Some feel heavy and dense, others light and expansive. As you develop this awareness, begin to consciously choose thoughts that align with your desired reality. Don't force or strain. Simply observe and gently guide your attention toward thoughts that resonate with joy, abundance, and possibility. This practice, when maintained with patience and consistency, will gradually attune your consciousness to higher frequencies of manifestation. Chapter 2. Universal Energy Laws Simplified. In a valley between ancient mountains lay a village whose people had forgotten the old ways. Their crops withered, their wells ran dry, and discord spread through their hearts like autumn frost. Until one season, when an elder discovered scrolls hidden within a cave, revealing the forgotten wisdom of their ancestors. These sacred texts spoke of the natural rhythms that flowed through all things, the cycles of sun and moon, the dance of seasons, and most importantly, the invisible currents of energy that connected all life. The elder gathered the villagers and shared what he had uncovered. Our ancestors understood that we exist within a sea of vibration, he explained. Every thought, every feeling, every action carries its own frequency. When we align ourselves with the higher frequencies of nature, abundance flows naturally. The villagers began to integrate these teachings into their daily lives. They learned to plant with the moon cycles, to sing harmonious songs while tending their fields, and to hold thoughts of gratitude and abundance in their hearts. Gradually, the land responded. Springs burst forth with clear water. Crops grew in abundance, and a sense of joy returned to the village. The law of vibration governs all existence. Everything in the universe, from the smallest grain of sand to the vast expanse of stars, exists in a state of constant vibration. Your thoughts and emotions emit specific frequencies that ripple through the quantum field, attracting experiences of matching vibration. This principle works in concert with the law of attraction. which states that like attracts like. When you maintain a high vibrational state through positive thoughts, feelings, and actions, you naturally draw similar energies into your experience. This is not mere coincidence, but the operation of universal law. Let me share another tale that demonstrates these principles in action. A farmer inherited a plot of land that others had deemed worthless. The soil was hard and lifeless, seeming to resist all efforts at cultivation. Rather than accepting this apparent reality, the farmer remembered the ancient teachings about vibrational harmony. Each morning he walked his fields with appreciation, envisioning them rich with growing things. He spoke words of encouragement to the soil and seeds. He aligned his actions with the natural rhythms of the land. Where others saw only barren earth, he held steadfast to a vision of abundance. As seasons passed, the land began to respond. The soil softened and darkened. Seeds that once refused to sprout now burst forth with vigor. Within 3 years, his fields produced the most abundant harvests in the region. These laws operate just as powerfully in your life. Every circumstance you experience reflects the predominant frequency you maintain. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create a vibrational signature that the universe mirrors back to you with perfect precision. The practice of conscious vibrational alignment begins with awareness. Take time each evening to reflect on the different areas of your life: relationships, work, health, and prosperity. Notice which areas feel light and energized and which feel heavy or stagnant. For those areas that require elevation, craft specific thoughts and feelings that match the frequency of what you wish to experience. Hold these higher vibrations consistently, knowing that the universe must respond in kind. Chapter 3. The Observer Effect in You. In the bustling markets of an ancient city, there lived a mysterious traveler known for an extraordinary gift. Wherever this wanderer walked, subtle changes rippled through the marketplace. Merchants who had quarreled for years would suddenly find common ground. Spoiled fruit would regain its freshness. Lost items would mysteriously appear in plain sight. The people whispered that the traveler possessed magical powers, but the truth was far simpler and more profound. The traveler understood the hidden law that observation shapes reality. Through mindful presence and conscious attention, this wise soul knew how to direct the invisible currents of possibility. You too possess this remarkable power, though you may not yet recognize its full extent. The quantum field, the invisible fabric of reality, responds to conscious observation. This is not merely ancient wisdom, but a truth verified by modern science. The act of observation influences the behavior of particles at the most fundamental level. When you direct your attention with purpose and awareness, you become a conscious participant in reality's unfolding. Your observation is not passive. It is a creative force that shapes the quantum possibilities surrounding you. Every moment holds infinite potential, waiting to be collapsed into form through your conscious awareness. Think of your attention as a beam of light illuminating the darkness. Whatever falls within its radius becomes manifest, while that which remains in shadow stays in a state of possibility. By choosing where to direct this light, you participate in the creation of your experience. Let me share another tale that illuminates this principle. In a modern laboratory, a scientist named Dr. Chen conducted experiments on quantum particles. Time after time, she observed that the mere act of measurement changed the behavior of these tiny bits of matter. Particles that moved randomly when unobserved would fall into distinct patterns when watched. Intrigued, Dr. Chen expanded her experiments. She discovered that even the intention behind the observation influenced the results. When she approached her work with curiosity and positive expectation, the particles behaved more coherently. When she felt frustrated or doubtful, the results became chaotic. This mirrors the way your own consciousness interacts with the field of possibility surrounding you. Your attention, combined with your intention, shapes the way potential manifests into experience. Every moment of awareness is an opportunity to direct the flow of creation. The practice of conscious observation begins with setting clear intentions for your day. Each morning, take a moment to center yourself in quiet reflection. State your intentions clearly. Today, I choose to observe and create experiences that align with harmony, abundance, and joy. Then, throughout your day, maintain mindful awareness of how your attention influences each interaction. Notice how people respond differently when you give them your full positive attention. Observe how situations tend to align with your expectations. Watch how your conscious presence can shift the energy of a room, a conversation, or an entire day. Remember, you are not merely witnessing reality, you are participating in its creation through your conscious observation. This is the profound truth that the mysterious traveler in the marketplace understood. The power to shape reality lies not in magic, but in the mindful direction of awareness. Chapter 4. The Language of Energy Frequencies. In the mountains of a distant land, there lived a musician named Kai who played the ancient stringed instruments passed down through generations. Though skilled in traditional melodies, Kai yearned to understand music's deeper mysteries. One night, while practicing beneath the stars, a strange vibration coursed through the strings, causing nearby flowers to bloom instantly in the moonlight. Fascinated by this phenomenon, Kai began experimenting with different tones and frequencies. Through patient observation, patterns emerged. Certain notes could calm storms, while others encouraged seeds to sprout. Most remarkably, when Kai played specific combinations of frequencies, people's ailments would ease, their spirits would lift, and their lives would transform in unexpected ways. You too are surrounded by the music of existence, a symphony of frequencies that shapes your reality moment by moment. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every emotion you feel resonates at a specific frequency. These vibrations ripple through the quantum field, attracting experiences that match their tone. When you understand this principle, you gain the power to consciously compose the melody of your life. Like a master musician, you can tune your thoughts and emotions to frequencies that harmonize with your desires. Your words become instruments of creation. Your feelings become notes in the universal song. Consider the tale of Maya, a gifted healer in a bustling city. She discovered that by using specific sounds, whether through crystal bowls, voice, or simple humming, she could shift the energy patterns within her clients' bodies. Those who came to her with discord in their lives would leave in harmony, their frequencies realigned with health and wholeness. One day, a skeptical businessman visited Maya's practice. His life was filled with stress and conflict, his body tense with anxiety. Maya asked him to simply listen as she created different tones. As the sounds filled the room, the man's breathing deepened, his shoulders relaxed, and tears began to flow. In that moment, he felt the tangible power of frequency to transform his state of being. The wisdom of Maya's work extends beyond sound healing. It reveals the fundamental truth that everything in existence vibrates at specific frequencies. By consciously adjusting your own vibrational state through thought, emotion, and sound, you can create profound shifts in your reality. To begin working with this principle, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Then, choose a simple sound or mantra that resonates with your intention. It might be the ancient sound Om, a word that holds meaning for you, or simply a tone that feels right. As you make this sound, whether aloud or internally, feel its vibration moving through your entire being. Notice how different frequencies affect your body, emotions, and thoughts. Practice this for several minutes each day, observing how your personal vibration begins to shift and align with the frequencies of what you wish to create. Through this practice, you'll develop greater sensitivity to the vibrational nature of reality and your power to influence it. Like Kai and Maya, you'll discover that the music of existence responds to your conscious participation in its eternal symphony. Chapter 5: Reprogramming Your Subconscious for Success. In a time beyond memory, in a monastery perched high in mist-shrouded peaks, a young apprentice named Jin served under the guidance of Master Chen. Though Jin possessed natural gifts, his abilities remained dormant, locked away by invisible chains of doubt and fear. Each morning, Master Chen would instruct Jin to move a boulder, using only the power of his mind. Day after day, Jin would strain and struggle, yet the stone remained unmoved. "I cannot," he would say. "It is impossible." One evening, Master Chen led Jin to a sacred pool within the monastery. "Look into the waters," he commanded. As Jin gazed at his reflection, the surface began to ripple, revealing images from his childhood, moments when he first learned to doubt himself, when others told him what was and wasn't possible, when he accepted limitations as truth. "What you see," Master Chen explained, "are not mere memories but the very foundations of your current reality. These beliefs reside in the depths of your mind, shaping what you think possible. You too carry such beliefs within the depths of your consciousness. These hidden patterns, formed in earliest childhood and reinforced through experience, determine what you believe possible in your life. They act as invisible barriers limiting what you can manifest in your reality. The power to reshape your destiny lies not in forcing change through willpower alone, but in gently illuminating and transforming these core beliefs that govern your experience. Like underground springs feeding a river, these subconscious patterns direct the flow of your life's manifestations. Consider the tale of Sarah, who lived in a village where generations had known only scarcity. Though she worked tirelessly in her small shop, prosperity always seemed just out of reach. One day, while cleaning her grandmother's attic, she discovered a journal revealing that her ancestors had once been wealthy merchants. This discovery shook the foundation of her beliefs about wealth. She realized her acceptance of poverty was not an unchangeable fact, but a learned pattern. With this awareness, Sarah began examining and challenging her deepest beliefs about abundance. As her internal landscape shifted, so too did her external reality. Her small shop flourished, and prosperity flowed naturally into her life. Your subconscious mind is like a fertile field. Whatever beliefs are planted, there will grow and bear fruit in your experience. The patterns you carry about love, abundance, health, and success shape your reality more powerfully than any external action. To begin transforming these patterns, set aside time each day for this sacred practice. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and allow your awareness to sink beneath the surface of everyday thoughts. Ask yourself, what do I truly believe about my capabilities, about what's possible in my life? Write down whatever emerges without judgment. Then, for each limiting belief you uncover, craft an affirmation that embodies its opposite truth. Speak these new truths daily, not as mere words, but as seeds being planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Just as Jin eventually learned to move the boulder by first moving his beliefs about what was possible, You too can shift the very foundations of your reality by transforming the beliefs that shape your world. Chapter 6. From Matter to Energy-Based Consciousness. In the hidden valleys of Tibet, there lived a sage named Tenzin who had mastered the art of seeing beyond physical form. While others saw solid walls and impenetrable barriers, Tenzin perceived the dancing particles of energy that composed all matter. Through this vision, he could pass through obstacles that others found insurmountable. You stand now at the threshold of this same wisdom. The world you perceive as solid and unchangeable is, in truth, a vast ocean of energy in constant motion. Your physical body, the objects around you, and even your thoughts are patterns of vibrating energy, waiting to be reshaped by your conscious awareness. The ancient teachings reveal that what appears as matter is merely energy vibrating at different frequencies. When you shift your perception from the illusion of solidity to the reality of energy, you unlock the power to transform your world from within. In a distant city lived Wei, a master builder known for creating structures of remarkable beauty. Yet despite his skill, he struggled with a magnificent temple that seemed impossible to complete. Night after night he studied his plans, but solutions eluded him. One evening an old woman approached him at the construction site. "Before you can build in the physical world," she said, "you must first shape the energy of your creation." She taught Wei to close his eyes and see the temple not as stone and wood, but as flowing currents of light and energy. As Wei practiced this new way of seeing, solutions began appearing in his mind. The temple that had seemed impossible now took shape with ease, as if the materials themselves responded to his energetic understanding. This transformation awaits you as well. When you cease struggling against the apparent solidity of your circumstances and begin working with the underlying energy, what seemed impossible becomes natural and effortless. To begin this practice of energetic perception, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and focus your attention on your hands. Feel the subtle tingling and vibration within them. Gradually expand this awareness to your entire body, recognizing that what feels solid is actually billions of energy particles in constant motion. Next, choose an object in your environment. Look at it as you normally would, noting its solid form. Then soften your gaze and imagine you can perceive the energy swirling within and around it. Practice seeing everything in your environment as patterns of light and energy rather than solid matter. Maintain this practice daily, gradually expanding your perception until you naturally sense the energetic nature of reality. As your awareness shifts, you'll discover that what once seemed fixed and unchangeable becomes fluid and responsive to your conscious intent. Chapter 7. Emotions as Quantum Catalysts. In the mountains of ancient China lived a warrior named Chen, whose legendary strength was matched only by his fierce temper. His anger burned so intensely that the very air around him seemed to crackle with destructive energy. Villages would empty at his approach, crops would wither in his presence, and storms would gather in the wake of his rage. You possess this same power to influence the quantum field through your emotions. Every feeling you experience sends ripples through the fabric of reality, attracting circumstances that match your emotional frequency. The universal laws respond not to your words or actions, but to the energy signature of your emotional state. When you exist in a state of anger, fear, or despair, you draw experiences that mirror these frequencies. Yet when you align with joy, love, and gratitude, the universe conspires to bring you more reasons to experience these elevated states. Chen's transformation began when he encountered a young child who showed no fear of his rage. Instead, she offered him a simple flower. her eyes shining with pure love. In that moment, the warrior felt something shift within his heart. As his anger melted away, replaced by an unfamiliar warmth, the clouds above dispersed, revealing brilliant sunshine. Where his footsteps had once scorched the earth, flowers now bloomed. In the ancient city of Damascus lived an alchemist named Adira, who discovered that joy was the key to transmutation. While others sought to transform lead into gold through complex formulas, Adira found that maintaining a state of pure joy could instantly manifest miraculous results. Her laboratory became known as a place where the impossible became possible, not through complex procedures, but through the simple power of elevated emotions. These stories mirror the quantum truth of your own existence. Your emotions are not merely reactions to your environment. They are creative forces that shape the very fabric of your reality. When you understand this principle, you hold the key to transforming your world through conscious emotional alignment. The practice of emotional mastery begins with awareness. Take time each day to sit quietly with your emotions, observing them without judgment. In a journal, record moments that sparked joy, love, or gratitude, no matter how small. This practice trains your awareness to seek and amplify positive emotional frequencies. Create a daily ritual of gratitude, writing down 3 specific experiences that filled your heart with appreciation. Notice how this simple practice begins to shift your emotional baseline, attracting more experiences that resonate with these elevated frequencies. Remember, like Chen and Adira, you are not at the mercy of your emotions. You are their master. Through conscious awareness and deliberate cultivation of positive emotional states, you activate your power as a creator in the quantum field. Chapter 8. Quantum Visualization for Manifestation. In the marble quarries of ancient Greece, there lived a sculptor named Theron, whose works seemed to emerge from stone as if by divine grace. While other artists chipped away uncertainly at their blocks, Theron would stand motionless before his chosen stone, eyes closed, hands hovering over its surface. When asked about his method, he would say, "I do not create. I simply free what already exists within." You, like Theron, possess this sacred ability to perceive the invisible patterns of creation before they manifest in physical form. The quantum field holds infinite potential, awaiting your clear vision to call forth specific realities into being. When you close your eyes and form a clear mental picture, you engage the same creative force that shapes galaxies. This power of visualization is not mere imagination. It is the act of selecting one possibility from the infinite field of quantum potential and bringing it into focus. The key lies in the clarity and emotional resonance of your mental imagery. Just as Theron could feel the curves and contours of his sculptures before touching the stone, you must learn to experience your desires with all your senses within your mind's eye. In the bustling markets of ancient Persia, there lived a merchant named Farid, who began each day by visualizing his success in vivid detail. While others rushed to open their shops, he would first sit in silence, experiencing the sights, sounds, and feelings of his desired outcome. He would see the satisfied faces of his customers, feel the weight of gold in his hands, and hear the sounds of successful transactions. At first, others mocked his practice, but as the years passed, his business flourished beyond all others. When asked about his secret, he would say, "What I hold in my mind, I hold in my hand. The universe simply fills the shape of my thoughts." These ancient wisdom keepers understood what quantum science now confirms, that focused mental imagery creates patterns in the field of infinite possibility, drawing matching circumstances into physical reality. The power of visualization lies not in occasional practice, but in consistent, emotionally charged mental rehearsal. When you can maintain a clear image of your desired outcome with unwavering focus, you create a template that the universe naturally fills. To harness this creative force, begin with this sacred practice passed down through generations. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to carry away thoughts of the outer world. Now picture your desire with perfect clarity. If it is prosperity you seek, see yourself conducting successful business dealings. If it is health, feel the vitality flowing through your body. Whatever your vision, engage all your senses. Notice the colors, sounds, and textures in your mental image. Feel the emotions that arise when you imagine your desire fulfilled. Let these feelings grow stronger, knowing they are the energetic signature that attracts your vision into reality. Hold this complete sensory experience for several minutes, allowing it to become more real with each breath. Practice this visualization each morning before the sun rises and each evening as it sets, when the veil between the quantum field and physical reality is thinnest. Chapter 9. Breaking Free from Limiting Beliefs. In the mountains of ancient Tibet there lived a monk who appeared to all as a prisoner, though no walls contained him. Each day he would walk the same path, never straying more than 20 paces from his small hut. The villagers whispered that he was bound by an invisible chain, cursed by a demon to remain forever in that small space. One day, a wandering sage observed the monk's peculiar behavior and approached him. "What binds you to this place?" the sage inquired. The monk replied, "Many years ago I was imprisoned here by powerful magic. Though the walls are invisible, they are as solid as stone." The sage smiled gently and walked through the space where the monk insisted a wall stood. "The only prison that holds you," the sage said, "is the one you've built in your mind. You, like this monk, may be held captive by beliefs that exist only in your thoughts. The quantum field responds not to what is, but to what you believe to be true. Your limitations are not carved in stone. They are written in the shifting sands of your consciousness, ready to be reshaped at any moment. The beliefs you hold about yourself and the world form the invisible architecture of your reality. These thought patterns act as filters, allowing only certain possibilities to manifest while blocking others. Yet these barriers are as illusory as the monk's invisible walls. To expand your influence over the quantum field, you must first identify the self-imposed boundaries that restrict your creative power. Each limiting belief serves as a barrier between you and the infinite potential that surrounds you. In the ancient city of Damascus, there lived a merchant's daughter who defied the conventions of her time. While others insisted that women could not engage in trade, she saw these restrictions as mere illusions. Rather than accepting the boundaries others had drawn, she chose to see the unlimited potential before her. Each morning she would enter the marketplace, conducting business with the same authority as any man. Though many scorned her at first, her unwavering belief in her own capability gradually transformed not only her reality but the perceptions of those around her. The wisdom revealed through these tales shows that your beliefs are not fixed destinies but fluid possibilities. When you recognize a limiting belief, you can choose to release it, allowing new potentials to emerge from the quantum field. To dissolve these self-imposed barriers, practice this ancient technique of belief transformation. Take a blank journal and divide each page into 2 columns. In the left column, write down every limiting belief you hold about yourself and your abilities. Be thorough and honest, allowing all doubts and fears to emerge onto the page. In the right column, Beside each limiting belief, write its opposite, an empowering truth that aligns with your highest potential. For example, if you wrote, "I am not worthy of abundance," your empowering truth might be, "I am naturally aligned with infinite abundance." Each morning and evening, read these empowering truths aloud while placing your hand over your heart. Feel the resonance of these new beliefs in your body. Let them sink deeply into your consciousness, replacing the old patterns that once held you back. Chapter 10. Preparing your energetic field for change. In a valley blessed by ancient wisdom, there dwelled a gardener whose flowers bloomed with extraordinary vibrancy. While other gardens withered in the same soil, his flourished with otherworldly beauty. Many sought his secret, yet few understood the truth he freely shared. Before planting any seed, this wise gardener would spend days purifying the soil. He removed not just visible stones and weeds, but also performed sacred rituals to cleanse the unseen energies within the earth. The soil, he would say, carries memories of all that has come before. To grow something new, we must first release the old. You too must understand this fundamental truth. Your energetic field is like soil, holding the residue of past experiences, thoughts, and emotions. Just as a garden cannot flourish in contaminated earth, your desires cannot manifest in a cluttered energetic space. The universal laws operate with perfect precision through clear channels. When your energy field is clouded with doubt, fear, or past disappointments, these distortions act as interference, disrupting the pure connection between your intentions and their manifestation. In the mountains of ancient China, a healer known for miraculous cures would spend 3 days in preparation before treating any patient. She would fast, meditate, and purify her living space with sacred herbs. Those who questioned this lengthy preparation soon witnessed its power. Her treatments were said to cure ailments other healers deemed impossible. The preparation, she would explain, is not separate from the healing. It is the foundation upon which all transformation rests. This wisdom echoes through the ages. The state of your energetic field determines the quality of your manifestations. Like the healer preparing her space, you must create pristine conditions for universal forces to flow through you unimpeded. To align yourself with these timeless principles, practice this sacred purification ritual. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a white candle and sit comfortably. Begin by taking 3 deep breaths, imagining golden light filling your body with each inhalation. As you exhale, visualize dark smoke leaving your body. This represents stagnant energy being released. Place your hands on the earth or floor, establishing a connection with the ground beneath you. Feel yourself as a channel between heaven and earth. Speak these words with conviction. I release all that no longer serves my highest good. I purify my energy field and align with universal abundance. Remain in this state for several minutes, allowing waves of cleansing energy to wash through you. Complete the ritual by expressing gratitude to the universal forces that support your transformation. Practice this ritual daily, especially before engaging in any manifestation work, like the gardener preparing soil or the healer readying her space. You create optimal conditions for quantum shifts to occur. Part 2. Aligning with quantum potential. Chapter 11. The ripple effect of energy shifts. In the kingdom of Meridia, there lived a stonecutter named Wei, who spent his days shaping rough stones into smooth blocks. Each morning he would select a single stone and work with unwavering attention, ensuring every strike of his chisel served a purpose. While others rushed to complete many stones poorly, Wei focused on perfecting one at a time. As the seasons passed, the buildings made with Wei's stones stood stronger, their foundations remaining true while others crumbled. The king's architects noticed this phenomenon and began using Wei's stones exclusively for the kingdom's most important structures. Soon, the entire city's architecture shifted, becoming more harmonious and enduring. What Wei never realized was how his dedication to small, precise actions had transformed the very fabric of the kingdom. His careful attention to each stone created a ripple that touched countless lives, though he remained focused solely on the work before him. You possess this same power to create far-reaching change through seemingly minor actions. The quantum field responds to every choice, every gesture, every thought, no matter how small it may appear. Like waves expanding across a still pond, your smallest actions generate energetic ripples that influence the entire universe. When you shift your energy in even the slightest way, you initiate a cascade of transformations that extend far beyond your immediate awareness. A simple smile offered to a stranger might alter their entire day, leading them to make different choices that affect countless others. A moment of patience in traffic could prevent a chain of negative reactions that would have touched hundreds of lives. Consider the story of Sarah, a teacher in a small village school. Rather than attempting grand reforms, she began each day by spending 5 extra minutes with one student, truly listening to their dreams and concerns. This small act of attention created an unexpected transformation. The students she connected with began showing more kindness to their peers, who in turn brought this positive energy home to their families. Within a year, the entire village's atmosphere had shifted. Parents reported more harmony at home, shopkeepers noticed more courtesy in their stores, and even the local council meetings became more collaborative. Sarah's minor daily choice to truly listen had rippled outward, touching the entire community in ways she could never have predicted. This wisdom reveals itself through the ages. The most powerful transformations often begin with the smallest shifts. Like a master acupuncturist who knows precisely where to place a single needle to restore balance to the entire body, you can create profound change through minimal but precise adjustments in your energy. To harness this ancient principle, practice this exercise in conscious transformation. Each morning, choose one small action you will perform with complete presence and positive intention. It might be preparing your morning beverage with full attention, greeting the first person you meet with genuine warmth, or taking 3 mindful breaths before starting your work. As you perform this chosen action, maintain awareness of your energy and intention. Visualize ripples of light extending outward from this moment, touching everything and everyone around you. Throughout the day, remain alert to any signs of how your small shift might be influencing the world around you. Keep a simple journal noting your daily choice and any changes you observe, no matter how subtle. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing how your mindful actions create waves of transformation in unexpected ways. Chapter 12. Quantum Time Manipulation Explained. In the eternal city of Kronos, there lived a wanderer named Kairos, who possessed the ability to step between moments as easily as others walked through doorways. Through years of observation, he discovered that time was not the rigid master most believed it to be, but rather a gentle stream that could be navigated with wisdom and intention. You, like Kairos, hold the power to shape your experience of time. The linear progression of moments is merely an illusion, a construct of limited perception. Just as water can flow quickly or slowly, freeze or evaporate, time responds to your consciousness and intention. The universal law of time malleability reveals itself through your daily experience. Haven't you noticed how time seems to expand when you're fully engaged in a meaningful activity? yet contracts during mundane tasks. This is no accident. It is your consciousness actively shaping temporal reality. Within the quantum field, all moments exist simultaneously. Your power lies not in pushing against time's current, but in selecting which temporal stream you wish to navigate. When you align your energy with this truth, manifestations that might have taken years can unfold in days or even moments. Consider the tale of Master Chen, a renowned craftsman who created intricate jade carvings. While others complained of never having enough time, Chen appeared to bend time to his will. As he worked, his consciousness entered a state where time seemed to slow, allowing him to perceive and create details of impossible intricacy. Visitors to his workshop often remarked that Chen completed in hours what should have taken weeks. Yet Chen simply smiled, knowing that time was not a fixed quantity, but a malleable medium shaped by intention and awareness. His secret lay not in rushing or struggling against time, but in harmonizing with its natural rhythms. To access this ancient wisdom of temporal manipulation, practice this exercise in time consciousness. Select an important activity in your day. Before beginning, close your eyes and visualize time as a flowing stream of light. See yourself stepping out of the conventional time stream into a sphere of expanded awareness where time moves according to your intention. As you perform your chosen activity, maintain this awareness of time as fluid and responsive to your consciousness. Notice how your perception of duration shifts as you remain in this state of temporal awareness. Document your experiences with this practice, noting how your relationship with time transforms as you develop this skill. Like Master Chen, you may discover that time is not your master, but a faithful ally in manifesting your desires. Remember, time is not a rigid barrier, but a flexible medium that responds to your consciousness. When you align with this truth, you gain access to accelerated manifestation and expanded possibilities within the quantum field. Chapter 13. Harmonizing your mind, words, and actions. In the mountains of the East, a young monk named Wei tended the temple gardens each morning. Though his duties were simple, he noticed that on days when his thoughts aligned perfectly with his words and actions, extraordinary events would unfold. Flowers bloomed out of season, and visitors reported feeling inexplicable peace in his presence. The power of coherence flows through every aspect of existence. When your thoughts, words, and actions vibrate in perfect harmony, you activate a resonance that amplifies your ability to shape reality. This alignment creates a clear channel through which the universe can manifest your desires without resistance. Think of your being as a musical instrument. When all strings vibrate in harmony, the resulting sound carries power and beauty. Similarly, when your internal state matches your external expression, you generate a force that transforms the quantum field around you. Many seek to manifest their desires while harboring contradictory thoughts or speaking words that oppose their true intentions. This discord creates interference patterns that neutralize manifestation potential. True power emerges only when every layer of your being moves in synchronized rhythm. In the bustling marketplace of an ancient port city lived a merchant named Shah. Though he spoke constantly of wealth and success, his thoughts dwelled on scarcity and fear. His actions, driven by anxiety, often contradicted his stated goals. Despite his clever strategies and endless activity, prosperity eluded him. The discord between his inner and outer world created a pattern of frustration that repeated endlessly. To harness the infinite power of coherence, examine carefully the sacred alignment between your thoughts, words, and actions. When these three vital aspects vibrate in perfect harmony, you become a pure and unobstructed channel for divine manifestation. The universe, in its boundless wisdom, responds not to what you say you want, but to the complete totality of your energetic signature. Like a cosmic tuning fork, your being must resonate at a single unified frequency. Only then will the ancient laws of creation flow through you with their full transformative power, allowing you to shape reality with the precision of a master craftsman. To integrate this wisdom into your daily experience, practice this ancient technique of coherence cultivation. Each evening, find a quiet moment for reflection. Review your day through 3 lenses: thought, word, and deed. Note instances where these aspects aligned perfectly and where they fell out of harmony. For thoughts, examine your predominant beliefs and attitudes. For words, recall your significant conversations and expressions. For actions, review your choices and behaviors. Identify areas of discord and set clear intentions for greater alignment tomorrow. This practice, maintained with consistency, will strengthen your coherence and amplify your manifestation power. Chapter 14. Navigating Quantum Chaos. In the ancient port of Alexandria, there lived a captain renowned for his ability to navigate treacherous waters. One stormy night, as thunder cracked across the sky and waves towered like mountains, his crew begged him to seek shelter. Instead, he stood calmly at the helm, his eyes closed, feeling the hidden currents beneath the chaos. "The storm shows us the path," he whispered, guiding his vessel through passages no other captain dared to traverse. By trusting the unseen patterns within the tempest, he discovered routes that would forever change maritime history. Within the quantum field, chaos represents not disorder, but a higher form of order, one that transcends your limited perception. What appears as disruption often signals the universe rearranging itself to accommodate your deepest desires. These moments of apparent disorder serve as gateways to extraordinary transformation. You must understand that the quantum field operates through both harmony and discord. Just as a butterfly emerges only after the caterpillar dissolves into seeming chaos, your greatest manifestations often arise from periods of apparent confusion. The key lies not in resisting these turbulent energies, but in recognizing them as allies in your evolution. In the valleys of Tibet, there lived a healer known for her unusual methods. Rather than seeking to calm her patients' disturbed energies, she would intensify them, creating what appeared to be greater chaos. "The poison becomes the medicine," she would say as she guided them through their heightened state. Those who trusted her process emerged transformed, their ailments dissolved by the very energy that seemed to worsen them. This ancient wisdom reveals a profound truth about your journey of manifestation. When circumstances appear most chaotic, you stand at the threshold of your greatest breakthrough. The quantum field uses disruption to break old patterns and create space for new possibilities. Your power lies not in controlling these energies, but in dancing with them, allowing their transformative potential to guide your evolution. To harness this wisdom, practice this timeless meditation of chaos acceptance. Sit in stillness and bring to mind a situation that feels chaotic or uncertain. Rather than attempting to solve or control it, simply observe the energy of disruption. Feel its movement, its intensity, its rhythm. Breathe deeply and imagine yourself as a ship riding these waves, neither fighting nor yielding, but moving in harmony with their flow. Allow any resistance to dissolve as you recognize chaos as a sacred force of transformation. Maintain this practice for several minutes, ending with an affirmation of trust in the universe's perfect unfolding. Chapter 15. Infusing Ancient Wisdom with Quantum Science. In the misty mountains of ancient China, a revered seer named Wei lived in a humble dwelling where seekers of wisdom would journey from distant lands. Unlike other mystics who shunned the emerging knowledge of their time, Wei collected scrolls of both ancient teachings and new discoveries, understanding that truth knows no boundaries of time. One day, a young merchant brought Wei a curious device, a crystal that, when held to sunlight, revealed the hidden spectrum of colors within. As Wei studied this phenomenon, she recognized in it the same principles the ancients had described in their teachings about the nature of reality. Within unity lies infinite diversity, she would teach, just as white light contains all colors. The quantum field speaks to you in a language that bridges millennia. The wisdom of the ages and the insights of modern science flow from the same eternal source. Your power to manifest lies in recognizing that these seemingly different paths lead to the same summit of understanding. When you observe the double-slit experiment of quantum physics, you witness what ancient masters taught, that consciousness shapes reality. When you study the entanglement of particles, you experience what spiritual texts called the Great Web of Connection. These are not separate truths, but one truth expressed through different symbols. In the halls of a great library in Alexandria, there lived a scholar named Theon, who dedicated his life to collecting knowledge from every corner of the world. He studied both the mystical arts of Egyptian priests and the mathematical principles of Greek philosophers. For years, he sought to reconcile these seemingly contradictory approaches to truth. One night, as he sat surrounded by scrolls from different traditions, he noticed how the candlelight cast shadows that danced on the wall. In that moment, he realized that just as the same light created different shadows, the same truth cast different reflections through the lens of human understanding. His revelation transformed him from a seeker of knowledge into a keeper of wisdom, showing others how ancient and modern insights illuminate each other. This tale mirrors your own journey of integration. The quantum field does not distinguish between old and new, mystical and practical. It responds to your consciousness regardless of the framework through which you understand it. Your power grows as you weave together the golden threads of wisdom from all sources. To embrace this integration, practice this time-honored reflection. Choose one piece of ancient wisdom that resonates with you. Perhaps a teaching about the power of thought, the nature of energy, or the law of attraction. Throughout your day, observe how this principle manifests in modern contexts. Notice where scientific understanding supports this ancient insight. Record your observations, drawing parallels between traditional teachings and contemporary experience. Let this practice dissolve the artificial boundaries between old and new, revealing the timeless truth that underlies all understanding. Chapter 16. Sustaining Energetic Momentum. In the valleys of an ancient kingdom flowed a river, gentle yet unstoppable in its course. While other waters rushed wildly in spring only to dry in summer's heat, this river maintained its steady flow through all seasons. The local villagers watched as it carved through mountain stone not through force, but through unwavering persistence. When boulders fell in its path, the river did not fight them. It simply continued its journey, finding new channels around each obstacle until, over time, even the mightiest rocks yielded to its patient touch. The power you seek flows like this river. Your energy, when maintained with steadfast dedication, becomes an unstoppable force that shapes reality itself. The quantum field responds not to sporadic bursts of intention, but to sustained vibrational alignment that, like water wearing away stone, gradually transforms all that stands before it. Within the quantum realm, consistency creates coherence. Each thought, each feeling maintained over time, generates waves of influence that ripple through the fabric of existence. These waves, when sustained, begin to synchronize and amplify, creating powerful currents of manifestation that draw your desires into physical form. The key lies not in the intensity of your energy, but in its constancy. Like a river that never ceases its flow, your vibrational state must maintain its course despite life's inevitable obstacles. This requires developing what the ancients called spiritual stamina, the ability to hold steady in your highest frequency, regardless of external circumstances. In a distant workshop lived a craftsman renowned for creating pieces of extraordinary beauty. Unlike others who worked in bursts of inspiration, he maintained a steady practice, arriving at his workbench each dawn to focus his energy on his craft. Even when inspiration seemed distant, he showed up, understanding that mastery flows from consistency rather than convenience. Years passed, and while others marveled at his creations, few understood his secret. "The wood speaks to me," he would say, "because I have learned to listen with patience." His greatest works emerged not from moments of brilliant insight, but from the accumulated power of countless hours spent in devoted practice. Your relationship with the quantum field mirrors this craftsman's dedication. Each day you maintain your highest vibration adds to the momentum of your manifestations. Like the steady hands of the craftsman, your consistent focus shapes the energy around you into forms of beauty and purpose. To harness this power of consistency, embrace this timeless practice. Create a daily ritual that anchors your energy in its highest frequency. Begin each morning by setting aside sacred time, even if just a few moments, to align with your deepest intentions. Choose practices that resonate with your spirit, perhaps meditation at dawn, affirmations while the sun rises, or energy exercises that awaken your vital force. The specific actions matter less than their regularity. Write these practices in a journal, creating a vibrational schedule that guides your day. Include moments for energy maintenance, brief pauses to check and adjust your frequency. As you follow this routine, record how sustained alignment affects your manifestations. Watch as, like the river's steady flow, your consistent practice begins to shape the very landscape of your reality. Chapter 17. Transforming Fear into Quantum Power. In the shadow of towering mountains lived a warrior whose heart trembled at the approach of battle. Each night before combat, waves of fear would wash over him, leaving him paralyzed. One evening, as he sat beneath an ancient tree contemplating desertion, a mysterious light began to pulse in rhythm with his racing heart. With each beat, the light grew stronger, until he realized the energy of his fear was transforming into pure, radiant power. The quantum field knows no difference between fear and excitement. It responds only to the intensity of energy. When you face what frightens you, you tap into a wellspring of tremendous power. This energy, neither positive nor negative in its raw form, awaits your conscious direction. Your fears carry messages from the deepest realms of your being. They point toward the very transformations your soul seeks to undergo. Within each fear lies a quantum potential, a concentrated force that, when properly understood, becomes the catalyst for extraordinary change. Think of fear as compressed energy, like a spring waiting to be released. In its natural state, this energy seeks expression. By resisting fear, you create blockages in your energetic field, but by turning toward it with awareness, you initiate an alchemical process that transmutes this primal force into pure creative potential. The quantum field responds to this transmutation by rearranging reality according to your newly expanded state of being. Each fear you face becomes a gateway to greater manifestation power. For in conquering what once seemed insurmountable, you prove to yourself and to the universe that you are capable of conscious creation. In a remote healing temple lived a woman who once feared her own abilities. The very thought of channeling healing energy filled her with dread, for she had witnessed the misuse of such power. Yet, rather than flee from this fear, she learned to sit with it, to study its texture and tone. Each morning, she would place her hands over her heart, feeling the trembling there. Instead of trying to calm it, she would breathe into it, allowing the sensation to intensify. Gradually, she discovered that this very energy, which had once paralyzed her, could be directed into her healing work. The stronger her fear had been, the more powerful her healing touch became. Your fears, like hers, contain the seeds of your greatest gifts. When you learn to harness this energy rather than resist it, you unlock new dimensions of your manifesting potential. To transform fear into fuel for creation, practice this ancient technique. Sit quietly with a journal and pen. Write down your most pressing fear in detail, allowing yourself to fully experience the sensation it brings. Now close your eyes and locate where this fear lives in your body. Place your hand there and imagine this energy as pure light, neither positive nor negative. With each breath, visualize this light growing stronger, transforming from fear energy into pure creative force. Open your eyes and write down 3 ways you could channel this energy into positive action. Choose one action and commit to taking it within 24 hours, allowing the transformed fear to fuel your forward movement. Chapter 18. Recognizing and Acting on Synchronicities. In the heart of an ancient forest, where shadows danced with light, a wanderer lost his way. Each time he paused to determine his direction, a peculiar pattern emerged. A butterfly would land nearby, its wings displaying an intricate spiral. At first, he dismissed these appearances as mere coincidence. Yet as he journeyed deeper into the wilderness, the spiral symbol began appearing everywhere, in the unfurling of ferns, in the patterns of bark, in the swirling of leaves caught in gentle winds. The universe speaks in the language of synchronicity. These meaningful coincidences serve as guideposts along your path, reflecting the quantum web of connection that binds all existence. When you attune yourself to these subtle messages, you align with the flow of universal intelligence. Synchronicities emerge when your consciousness harmonizes with the quantum field. They appear as repeated numbers, recurring symbols, or chance encounters that carry unmistakable significance. These are not random events, but rather evidence of your energetic resonance with specific possibilities in the field of infinite potential. As you raise your vibration and clarify your intentions, the quantum field responds by orchestrating events that guide you toward your highest good. These signs often appear at crucial decision points, offering direction when logic alone cannot light the way. In a bustling coastal town, a family of merchants faced a difficult choice about relocating their generations-old business. One morning, they discovered a rare seashell on their doorstep, identical to the one in their family crest. That same day, 3 separate customers mentioned the same distant port city. When a letter arrived bearing that city's seal, they recognized the pattern of signs. Following this chain of synchronicities led them to unprecedented prosperity in their new location. The synchronicities in your life carry messages tailored specifically to your journey, speaking to you through a divine language of meaningful coincidences and perfectly timed encounters. By acknowledging and acting upon these quantum signals, these whispers from the universe itself, you step into flow with the universe's guidance system. Like a cosmic compass pointing toward your highest destiny, these synchronized moments weave together to illuminate the path that has been prepared for you since before time began. When you attune yourself to their subtle frequencies, you become a conscious participant in the universal dance of creation. To strengthen your connection with synchronistic wisdom, practice this time-honored technique. Create a special journal dedicated to recording synchronicities. Each evening, reflect on the patterns, symbols, and meaningful coincidences that appeared throughout your day. Note the circumstances surrounding each occurrence and any intuitive insights about their significance. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing the quantum language through which the universe speaks to you. Review your journal weekly to recognize the broader patterns guiding your path. Chapter 19. Overcoming Quantum Doubt with Belief. In a valley between ancient mountains, there lived a healer whose hands once glowed with the light of 1,000 stars. Yet as the seasons turned, shadows of doubt crept into his heart. "Perhaps," he whispered to the wind, "my gift was merely imagination." As his uncertainty grew, the healing light dimmed until it flickered like a dying ember. Night after night, the sick and wounded came seeking his aid. Though he still went through the motions, his doubt created a barrier between his intention and the quantum field, until one stormy evening, when a child arrived at his door, burning with fever. As he placed his trembling hands over the child's forehead, something extraordinary occurred. The child's mother, witnessing his uncertainty, placed her hand upon his shoulder and spoke words that would transform his path. "I believe in you, as my mother believed in your mother before you." In that moment of shared faith, the healer's hands blazed anew with healing light. The child's fever broke instantly, and the healer understood. Doubt itself had been his greatest teacher. The quantum field responds not to what you think, but to what you believe at the deepest level of your being. Doubt serves as a powerful indicator, revealing where your beliefs require strengthening. When you face doubt with awareness, it becomes a gateway to deeper conviction. Consider the tale of Maya, a truth seeker who spent 7 years paralyzed by questioning every step of her spiritual journey. Her doubt grew so powerful that she could no longer distinguish between wisdom and illusion. Yet one day she realized that her very capacity to doubt revealed an innate wisdom, the ability to discern truth from falsehood. This understanding transformed her doubt into a tool for deeper knowing. Your doubts arise not to defeat you, but to guide you toward stronger foundations of belief. Each moment of uncertainty presents an opportunity to choose faith in the unlimited potential of the quantum field. As you acknowledge your doubts without becoming entangled in them, you develop an unshakable core of conviction. The ancient practice of doubt alchemy will transform your relationship with uncertainty. Each morning, speak these words with unwavering intention. I transform doubt into unshakable knowing. My belief in the infinite potential of the universe grows stronger with every breath. I trust in the perfect unfolding of my highest good. The quantum field responds to my deepest convictions, manifesting my clear intentions with divine timing. I am aligned with universal wisdom, and my path unfolds with grace. Write these affirmations in your own words, speaking them aloud 3 times daily, at sunrise, noon, and sunset. Feel each statement resonating through every cell of your being, transforming doubt into pure, empowered belief. Chapter 20. Collective Quantum Influence. In a remote mountain valley where mist clung to ancient stone terraces, a village faced a devastating drought. The elders gathered the people together, sharing wisdom passed down through generations. Our thoughts, united as one, hold power beyond measure. Each morning before dawn, the villagers assembled in the central square. Young and old joined hands, focusing their collective intention on the vision of abundant crops and flowing streams. As days passed, their shared energy grew stronger. Soon, the very air seemed to vibrate with possibility. When the rains finally came, they arrived not as a sudden storm, but as a gentle blessing that lasted precisely as long as needed. The harvest that followed exceeded all memory, and the village's unity transformed not just their fields, but their entire way of life. You must understand that the quantum field responds with multiplied force to collective intention. When minds unite in focused harmony, the power of manifestation grows exponentially. This principle explains why ancient cultures gathered in circles, why spiritual communities pray together, and why group meditation creates measurable changes in surrounding areas. Think of the quantum field as an infinite ocean. Your individual intention creates ripples, but when joined with others, these ripples combine into waves of transformative power. This amplification occurs through what mystics call harmonic resonance, the phenomenon where aligned energies multiply rather than simply add together. In the distant land of Ethoria, 12 meditation masters gathered to address a kingdom-wide conflict. Instead of seeking to change external circumstances directly, they focused their combined intention on radiating peace and harmony. For 40 days they maintained this practice. As their shared energy field expanded, remarkable changes began occurring throughout the land. Without any direct intervention, ancient rivals found common ground, and solutions emerged naturally from the collective consciousness. The power of this tale lies not in the number 12, but in the principle of unified focus. When you join your intention with others who share your highest aspirations, you tap into a force that transcends individual limitations. The quantum field responds to this unified energy with manifestations that serve the highest good of all involved. To harness this power in your own life, I offer you this ancient practice of collective quantum amplification. Gather with 3 or more individuals who share your commitment to conscious creation. Choose a time when you can meet regularly, either in person or connected through shared intention at a distance. Select a clear, specific focus that benefits all, perhaps abundance, healing, or harmony in your community. Begin each session by synchronizing your breath. Then speak this invocation together. United in purpose, aligned in heart, we join our energy in service of the highest good. Through our shared intention, we amplify the power of creation. As we transform ourselves, we transform our world. Maintain your collective focus for at least 11 minutes, visualizing your shared intention as already manifest. Close by expressing gratitude for the infinite power of united consciousness. Practice this ritual at the same time each week, maintaining your commitment for at least 40 days. As your collective energy field strengthens, remain alert to synchronicities and manifestations that emerge not just in your individual lives but in your broader community. Part 3. Bending Reality for Limitless Manifestation. Chapter 21. Mastering the Art of Detachment. In a monastery perched high in the misty peaks, there lived a young monk who yearned desperately to develop spiritual powers. Day after day he would sit in meditation, his brow furrowed with concentration, trying to force miraculous abilities to manifest. Yet the harder he tried, the more these powers eluded him. One morning, the monastery's aging master found him in tears of frustration. Without a word, the master took a tight fistful of sand and asked the monk to observe as he tried to hold on to every grain. The more firmly he gripped, the more sand slipped through his fingers. Then, opening his palm completely flat, The master showed how the sand rested perfectly still, not a single grain escaping. You possess within you the same infinite power that flows through all creation. Yet this power operates through surrender, not force. When you grip tightly to specific outcomes, you actually restrict the quantum field's ability to deliver what serves your highest good. The art of masterful manifestation lies in maintaining clear intention while releasing attachment to how your desires manifest. This paradox confounds the logical mind, yet it reflects a fundamental truth of the universe. Energy flows where attention goes, but only when that attention is held with gentle awareness rather than desperate need. Think of the quantum field as an infinite ocean of possibility. Your thoughts and intentions are like sending signals across these waters. When you clutch desperately at particular outcomes, you create turbulence that distorts these signals. But when you maintain clear intention while remaining detached from specific results, your signal travels unimpeded, drawing to you circumstances that often exceed your original vision. A wealthy merchant once lost everything pursuing a rigid vision of success. He had mapped out exactly how his fortune should grow, refusing to deviate from his carefully laid plans. With each setback, he gripped his goals even more tightly, until anxiety and stress began to cloud his judgment. Only when he finally exhausted himself and surrendered to uncertainty did everything change. In that space of acceptance, opportunities he could never have imagined began flowing into his life. His eventual success far surpassed his original limited vision. This merchant's tale mirrors your own journey with manifestation. By releasing your grip on how things should unfold, you allow the infinite intelligence of the universe to work through you in unexpected ways. To assist you in mastering this principle, I share with you this ancient practice of quantum surrender. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin by clearly stating your intention, then repeat these words. I release my attachment to outcomes while maintaining clarity of purpose. I trust in the perfect unfolding of universal intelligence. Now visualize your desire as a seed planted in fertile soil. Rather than focusing on exactly how it should grow, simply observe it with gentle awareness. If you notice yourself gripping or trying to control the vision, breathe deeply and let that tension dissolve. Spend several minutes in this state of alert but relaxed awareness. Complete the practice by saying, I surrender all outcomes to the highest good, knowing that what manifests may be greater than what I can imagine. Chapter 22. Advanced Quantum Manifestation Techniques. In the hidden valleys of an ancient land lived a sage renowned for her mastery of sacred rituals. Each morning, as the first light touched the mountain peaks, she would arrange crystals in precise geometric patterns, move her hands in fluid motions through the air, and whisper words of power that seemed to make reality itself shimmer and bend. You too hold this capacity to weave reality through conscious ritual. The quantum field responds not just to intention, but to the focused amplification of energy through sacred ceremony. When you combine clear visualization, energetic alignment, and purposeful action in a ritualistic framework, you create a powerful catalyst for manifestation. The art of quantum ritual operates on multiple levels simultaneously. Through deliberate movement, you engage your physical body as an antenna for subtle energies. Through visualization, you program the quantum field with precise instructions. Through sacred words or sounds, you generate specific vibrational frequencies that resonate with your desires. These advanced manifestation techniques require dedication and practice, yet their results can transcend ordinary limitations. Each element of your ritual must align with natural law while maintaining pure intention. The crystals, symbols, or tools you choose act as focal points for consciousness, amplifying your natural manifesting abilities. Consider the tale of the master craftsman who served a village in dire need. Rather than immediately beginning his work, he would spend hours in preparation, purifying his workspace, arranging his tools in sacred patterns, and entering a state of profound meditation. Only when every element aligned would he begin his craft. Through this deep ritual focus, he manifested not just objects, but solutions to the village's most pressing challenges. The villagers initially questioned his methods, expecting immediate action. Yet as they witnessed the extraordinary results of his ritualized approach, they began to understand. His ceremony was not mere decoration, but a fundamental aspect of his mastery. His ritual focus allowed him to access quantum levels of creativity and manifestation that transformed the entire community. This mastery awaits within you. The quantum field responds to ceremony not because of rigid rules, but because ritual focuses consciousness with laser-like precision. When you create sacred space and move with deliberate awareness, you elevate ordinary action into extraordinary manifestation. To begin working with these advanced principles, I offer you this quantum ritual creation practice. Find a quiet space and gather items that hold personal meaning, perhaps crystals, candles, or symbolic objects. Create a circle or sacred space that feels energetically clean and focused. On a piece of paper, write your core intention in clear, positive terms. Place this at the center of your space. Now, design a simple sequence of movements or gestures that symbolically represent your intention manifesting. These might include drawing sacred geometric shapes in the air, moving in specific patterns around your ritual space, using mudras or hand positions that resonate with your purpose, incorporating breathwork or sound. Practice this sequence until it flows naturally, feeling the energy build with each movement. Add words of power, mantras, affirmations, or sacred sounds that align with your intention. Complete your ritual by visualizing golden light filling your sacred space, knowing that your ceremony has initiated quantum shifts in reality. Perform your personalized ritual daily for 21 days, allowing it to evolve naturally as your understanding deepens. Trust that each performance strengthens your connection to the quantum field and amplifies your manifestation power. Chapter 23. Aligning with Universal Consciousness. In the stillness of a moonlit grove, a young woman sat beneath an ancient tree, her eyes closed in deep meditation. Night after night she returned, yearning to understand the mysteries of existence. On the 49th night, as stars wheeled overhead, something extraordinary occurred. Her consciousness expanded beyond the confines of her physical form, merging with a vast cosmic intelligence that pulsed through all creation. You stand at the threshold of this same infinite wisdom. The universal consciousness that flows through every atom awaits your recognition. This living intelligence, the source of all creation, holds the blueprint for every possibility, every solution, every transformation you seek. The quantum field is not merely an empty space of potential, but a living matrix of infinite intelligence. When you align your awareness with this field, you tap into the same creative force that orchestrates galaxies and guides the unfoldment of life itself. Your thoughts and intentions become harmonious with the natural flow of universal wisdom. This alignment requires a shift in perception. Rather than seeing yourself as separate from this cosmic intelligence, recognize that you are an expression of it. Your consciousness is a focal point through which universal wisdom can flow and manifest in unique ways. Consider the tale of the village healer who discovered this truth. Each morning, she would sit in silence until she felt her individual awareness dissolve into the greater field of universal consciousness. From this expanded state, she received precise guidance for those who sought her help. She didn't diagnose or treat through personal knowledge alone, but allowed herself to become a clear channel for cosmic intelligence to work through. One day, a man arrived with an ailment that had puzzled many healers. Instead of immediately trying to help, she entered her state of expanded awareness. In that space, she received clear insights about both the physical and spiritual roots of his condition. The guidance that flowed through her led to his complete recovery, though she could never explain exactly how she knew what to do. The same universal intelligence that guided the healer awaits your conscious connection. It holds solutions to your challenges, answers to your questions, and pathways to your highest good. By regularly aligning with this field, you allow its wisdom to flow through your life with increasing clarity. To deepen your connection with universal consciousness, practice this daily ritual. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your spine straight, allowing your breath to become slow and steady. Begin by acknowledging the presence of universal intelligence all around you. Feel it as a living, conscious field of infinite potential. Gradually release your sense of separation from this field. Let your awareness expand beyond your physical form, like ripples spreading on a pond. When you feel the boundaries of self beginning to dissolve, state silently, "I open myself to universal wisdom. I am one with the infinite intelligence that flows through all things." Remain in this expanded state for at least 15 minutes, allowing insights and guidance to arise naturally. Don't grasp for answers. Simply maintain an attitude of receptive awareness. Close your practice by expressing gratitude for the connection and guidance received, knowing that this universal wisdom continues to flow through your life even after the formal practice ends. Chapter 24. Clearing Karmic Energy Blocks. In the shadows of an ancient mountain pass, a traveler paused before a weathered shrine. For generations, his family had carried a burden of poverty and misfortune, each member accepting their fate as unchangeable destiny. Yet something stirred within him, a recognition that these chains were not forged of iron, but of thought and belief passed down through time. You too carry imprints from those who walked before you. These ancestral patterns, woven into the fabric of your being, can create unseen barriers in your quantum field. Like ripples in a pond that continue long after the stone has sunk, karmic patterns echo through generations until someone chooses to still the waters. The quantum field responds not only to your conscious intentions, but to the deep currents of ancestral memory flowing through your energetic blueprint. These inherited patterns can manifest as recurring challenges, unexplained blocks, or persistent limitations that seem to defy your efforts at transformation. Yet understand this truth: no karmic pattern, no matter how deeply rooted, can withstand the power of conscious awareness and intentional release. Each moment holds the potential for liberation from these ancient bonds. In a distant valley lived a healer named Maya, born into a lineage marked by sacrifice and loss. Rather than accepting this inheritance as immutable, she recognized these patterns as energetic echoes seeking resolution. Each day, she performed acts of abundance and joy, deliberately choosing paths different from her ancestors, Through her conscious choices, the old patterns began to dissolve, not only transforming her life, but creating new possibilities for future generations. The quantum field holds no judgment about these patterns. They are simply energy awaiting transformation. Through conscious awareness and intentional release, you can transmute these ancestral echoes into sources of wisdom and strength. To begin this transformation, practice this visualization for karmic release. Seat yourself comfortably in a quiet space. Close your eyes and envision a golden light descending through your crown, filling your entire being. This light represents universal wisdom and transformation. See before you a line of ancestors stretching back through time. Acknowledge their presence with respect, knowing that they did the best they could with the awareness they possessed. Notice any patterns or feelings that arise as you observe this ancestral line. Without judgment, allow yourself to recognize the inherited patterns that no longer serve your highest good. Visualize the golden light growing stronger, dissolving these old patterns like mist in the morning sun. Feel yourself being gently released from any limiting ancestral bonds. State silently, I release all patterns that no longer serve my highest good. I choose to transform ancestral limitation into wisdom and strength. See the golden light creating a new pathway forward, free from the weight of past patterns. Feel gratitude for this liberation, knowing that your conscious choice creates positive ripples through both past and future generations. Close by, placing your hand on your heart, affirming, I am free to create my own destiny. I choose to manifest from a place of pure potential. Chapter 25, The Quantum Law of Exchange. In a bustling marketplace of old, there lived a merchant named Adil who carefully guarded his wealth, measuring each transaction with exacting precision. Each night, he would count his coins, believing that holding tightly to his possessions was the path to abundance. Yet despite his vigilance, his wealth remained stagnant, like water in a still pond. You stand now at a similar crossroads of understanding. The quantum field operates on principles of continuous flow and exchange, much like the breath that sustains all life. When you grasp too tightly, you create resistance to this natural circulation of energy. One day, Adil encountered a mysterious trader who offered him a simple truth: that which flows freely multiplies. Initially skeptical, Adil began a cautious experiment. He started offering extra measure in his trades, adding a handful of spices to each purchase, sharing knowledge freely with fellow merchants. To his amazement, his generosity returned multiplied, not always from the same sources, but flowing back through unexpected channels. The quantum field responds to this law of circulation. When you give with an open heart, you create energetic pathways for abundance to flow. This is not mere transaction, but transformation. Each act of giving ripples through the quantum fabric, creating waves of possibility that return amplified. In the village of Vale, a remarkable transformation unfolded through this very principle. During a time of scarcity, one family began sharing their meager harvest with neighbors. Rather than depleting their resources, this act inspired others. Soon, the entire community engaged in a dance of giving and receiving. Skills, food, time, and care flowed freely. Within a season, Vale flourished, its prosperity built on the foundation of generous exchange. The quantum field mirrors this pattern. Each genuine act of giving creates an energetic signature that attracts corresponding abundance. Yet this is not about calculating returns. Authentic giving flows from the recognition of our interconnection within the universal field. To activate this principle in your life, Engage in this daily practice of quantum giving. Each morning, set an intention to give freely in 3 ways. Share something material, food, resources, or objects that might benefit others. Offer something intangible, knowledge, time, or attention. Give something unexpected, a kind word, a helping hand, or an act of grace. As you give, remain present to the feeling of abundance flowing through you. Notice how the act of giving itself generates a field of positive energy. In the evening, acknowledge the ways abundance has returned to you, recognizing that the channels of return often surprise us with their creativity. Record these exchanges in a journal, noting both what you've given and received, while remaining detached from specific outcomes. Remember, the quantum field responds not to the size of the gift, but to the energy with which it is given. Let your giving flow from a place of genuine connection rather than calculation. Through this practice, you align with the natural law of circulation, allowing abundance to flow freely through your life and into the lives of others. Chapter 26, Gratitude as a Manifesting Amplifier. In the sun-scorched hills beyond the eastern valleys, there lived a farmer named Theron, whose land lay barren and unyielding. Each morning, while others cursed their withered crops, Theron would stand in his empty fields and whisper words of thanks for the soil beneath his feet, for the morning dew, for even the smallest blade of grass that dared to emerge. You, like Theron, possess the power to transform your reality through the sacred practice of gratitude. This truth lies at the heart of quantum manifestation, for gratitude raises your vibrational frequency to align with the abundance of the universe. Day by day, Theron's appreciation grew stronger. He thanked the winds that carried seeds to his land, blessed the clouds that promised rain, and honored the insects that enriched his soil. Gradually, patches of green began to appear. Where others saw desolation, Theron recognized potential, and the quantum field responded to his elevated frequency of appreciation. Within one season, his land transformed. Vegetables flourished where rocks had dominated, fruit trees took root in previously barren soil, and flowers bloomed in abundant clusters. The neighboring farmers marveled at this transformation, unable to comprehend how such bounty could spring from gratitude alone. In the quantum realm, gratitude acts as a magnetic force, drawing to you more experiences that match its high vibrational frequency. When you cultivate genuine appreciation, you align with the natural abundance of the universe. Consider now the tale of the Silva family, who lived in a modest dwelling at the edge of a struggling village. Despite their simple means, they began each day by sharing 3 things they appreciated about their lives. The children expressed thanks for their warm beds, the parents for their daily bread, all for the love they shared. As their practice deepened, subtle shifts occurred. Opportunities appeared, relationships strengthened, and their home became a beacon of joy in the community. Their gratitude created a field of positive energy that attracted more reasons to be grateful, establishing a self-reinforcing cycle of abundance. This represents the quantum principle of resonance, like attracts like. Through consistent gratitude, you elevate your energetic signature to match the frequency of that which you wish to attract. To harness this transformative power, embrace this ancient practice of quantum gratitude. Begin each day by placing your hands over your heart. Feel the warmth beneath your palms as you acknowledge 3 specific blessings in your life. Let your appreciation flow genuinely, focusing on the feeling of gratitude rather than mere words. Throughout the day, pause 3 times, at dawn, noon, and dusk. In these sacred moments, Express thanks for something occurring in the present moment, no matter how small it may seem. Before sleep, review your day through the lens of appreciation. Write in a journal 5 unexpected gifts you received, whether tangible or intangible. As you practice, notice how gratitude shifts your perception, opening your awareness to the abundance already present in your life. This heightened awareness creates a powerful attracting force within the quantum field. Chapter 27. Opening the door to infinite abundance. In a distant land where mountains touched the clouds, there lived a wanderer named Jin, who carried nothing but a small cloth bag. Though others saw him as poor, Jin possessed a secret that would transform his destiny. Each time he encountered what appeared to be an obstacle, a locked door, an empty purse, a barren path, he would smile and whisper, "All abundance flows when inner walls fall." You, like Jin, stand at the threshold of unlimited possibility. The quantum field brims with infinite potential, waiting only for you to remove the barriers within your mind. As Jin traveled, he discovered that each time he released a limiting belief about wealth, mysterious opportunities appeared. Merchants offered him shelter, strangers shared their food, and valuable items seemed to materialize in his path. His greatest discovery came when he realized that his empty bag was never truly empty. It contained the seeds of all possibility. The quantum field responds not to your external circumstances, but to your internal state of receptivity. When you release thoughts of limitation, you open channels for abundance to flow freely into your life. The walls you perceive around prosperity exist only in thought. Each belief that whispers, "There isn't enough," or "abundance is for others," creates an energetic barrier that blocks the natural flow of universal abundance. Picture Maya, a humble teacher who understood this profound truth. In her small classroom, she taught children not just academic lessons, but the art of abundant thinking. "Your mind," she would say, "is like a garden. Remove the weeds of doubt and prosperity will naturally bloom." Her students learned to release thoughts of scarcity one by one. A young girl who believed her family would always struggle found opportunities for her parents' business to grow. A boy who felt limited by his circumstances discovered hidden talents that opened new paths. Through Maya's guidance, an entire generation transformed their relationship with abundance. They learned that prosperity flows not from external circumstances, but from the removal of internal resistance. The quantum field contains infinite potential for abundance. Your task is not to create prosperity, but to remove the barriers that prevent its natural flow into your life. Now I have a powerful practice for you called the Abundance Gateway. Sit in stillness each morning as the sun rises. Place your hands palms up on your lap, symbolizing your readiness to receive. Speak these words with conviction. I release all barriers to abundance. I am open to receiving infinite prosperity. The universe flows through me without restriction. All that I need comes to me effortlessly. Visualize golden light dissolving any walls between you and abundance. See prosperity flowing into your life like a river, finding its natural course. Feel the sensation of complete receptivity in every cell of your body. Repeat this practice at sunset, adding one specific limiting belief you choose to release that day. Watch as the setting sun carries away old patterns of scarcity, leaving space for abundance to enter. Chapter 28. Becoming a Quantum Architect. In the forgotten scrolls of an ancient civilization, there lived a master architect named Kairos, who understood that reality itself was his canvas. Each morning before the sun kissed the horizon, he would retreat to his meditation chamber, close his eyes, and shape entire worlds within his mind. You possess this same divine power of creation. The quantum field responds to your intentions, just as clay yields to the potter's hands. Within you lies the architect of worlds, waiting to be awakened. Kairos discovered that every structure in physical reality first existed as a thought pattern in the quantum field. He taught his apprentices to see beyond stone and wood to the energetic blueprints that preceded all form. The universe, he would say, is not a fixed creation, but a living response to consciousness. Through conscious intention, you mold the very fabric of existence. Your thoughts and feelings are the tools with which you shape your reality. Like Kairos, you must first learn to see the invisible patterns that underlie all physical manifestation. In a distant valley, the people of Lumina Village faced devastation after a great storm. Instead of surrendering to despair, they gathered in the town square each dawn. Together, they held a vision of their rebuilt home, more beautiful than before. As each person added their intention to the collective dream, mysterious forces began to align. Resources appeared from unexpected sources, skills emerged from unknown places, and what seemed impossible manifested step by step. The quantum field responds to collective intention with exponential power. When you align your creative vision with universal forces, reality itself bends to accommodate your dreams. The key lies not in forcing change, but in holding steady the pattern of what you wish to create. Just as Kairos and the people of Lumina demonstrated, you are not merely an observer of reality, but its active creator. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, contributes to the blueprint of your life. It's now time for the quantum blueprint practice. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle to symbolize illumination of possibility. Take 3 deep breaths and center yourself in present awareness. On a blank page, begin to draft the blueprint of your ideal life. Write in present tense, as if your vision already exists. I am. Describe your being. I create. Detail your actions. I experience. Express your reality. Hold each aspect of your vision in your mind until you can feel its energetic pattern. Let your body resonate with the frequency of your desired reality. Close your eyes and project this blueprint into the quantum field for 17 breaths. See it taking form in the invisible realm, preparing to manifest in the physical world. Seal your blueprint with the words, "This or something greater now manifests for the highest good of all." Return to this practice each new moon, refining and strengthening your quantum blueprint as your vision evolves. Chapter 29, Maintaining High Vibrational States in a Hidden Valley, where ancient wisdom still whispers through the morning mist, there lived a dancer named Arya. Each dawn, she would rise and move in harmony with the rising sun, her graceful movements a testament to the art of maintaining elevated energy. Those who watched her dance spoke of a radiance that seemed to emanate from within, touching all who crossed her path with an inexplicable joy. You, like Arya, possess the innate ability to cultivate and maintain high vibrational frequencies. The universe responds not to sporadic bursts of energy, but to consistent, elevated states of being. Your energy field is the foundation upon which all manifestations are built. Through years of practice, Arya discovered that sustained elevation required conscious attention to her energetic state. She learned to notice when her vibration began to lower and developed rituals to restore her frequency. Energy, she would say, is like a sacred flame that must be tended with devotion. The key to maintaining high vibration lies in treating your energy as precious currency. Every thought, interaction, and environment either elevates or diminishes your frequency. By choosing consciously, you create a stable foundation for manifesting your desires. In a distant mountain village lived Maya, a healer known for her unwavering light. Even during times of challenge, she maintained her elevated state through simple yet powerful practices. Each morning, she would cleanse her energy field with sacred herbs. Throughout the day, she paused to realign her frequency through breathwork and movement. As she sustained her vibration, the entire village began to transform. Gardens grew more abundant, conflicts resolved more easily, and a sense of harmony pervaded the community. Your energy field affects not only your personal reality, but ripples out to influence all you encounter. When you maintain high frequency, you become a lighthouse, unconsciously elevating those around you. This is the sacred responsibility of the conscious creator. Now we turn to the vibrational elevation practice and begin by finding a quiet space. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, grounding into the earth. Take 3 deep breaths, imagining golden light filling your being. Morning practice. Upon waking, spend 5 minutes in gratitude meditation. Move your body mindfully for 10 minutes. Set your daily intention while holding your hands over your heart. Throughout the day, take 3 conscious breaths every hour. Pause to realign when you feel energy dropping. Use sound, humming, chanting, or music to elevate your frequency. Evening practice. Clear your energy field with visualization. Review moments of high vibration. Release any lower frequencies through writing or movement. Remember, consistency matters more than intensity. Small, regular practices maintain elevation more effectively than occasional intense efforts. Seal your practice with the affirmation, "I maintain my highest vibrational frequency with ease and grace." Chapter 30. Quantum Connection with the Collective Consciousness. In the heart of an ancient temple, 12 seekers gathered beneath the light of a full moon. Each came from different corners of the world, drawn by an inexplicable calling to unite their energies for the greater good. As they formed a circle and joined hands, something remarkable occurred. Their combined intention created ripples that touched distant shores, bringing rain to drought-stricken lands and peace to areas of conflict. You stand at the threshold of understanding one of the most powerful truths within the quantum field, the magnificent force of unified consciousness. When minds and hearts align in focused intention, the effect multiplies exponentially, far beyond what any single practitioner might achieve alone. The quantum field connects all beings in an intricate web of energy. Each thought, each intention, contributes to the collective consciousness that shapes our shared reality. Through this understanding, you gain access to a profound tool for positive transformation on a global scale. Picture the quantum field as an infinite ocean. When you drop a single stone, your individual intention, it creates ripples. But when multiple stones are dropped in perfect synchronicity, the waves amplify and reinforce each other, creating powerful currents of change that reach distant shores. In a small village in the Himalayas, a group of 7 monks dedicated themselves to daily meditation for world peace. They maintained their practice without wavering, focusing their combined energy on harmony and healing. Within months, reports emerged of spontaneous peace agreements in neighboring regions. Conflicts that had persisted for generations began to resolve themselves as if guided by an invisible hand. The monks understood what quantum science now confirms. Consciousness has no boundaries. When multiple awareness points focus on the same intention, they create a resonance that can influence events far beyond their physical location. Your participation in collective energy work carries both power and responsibility. Each time you join with others in focused intention, you contribute to the shifting of global consciousness. This work requires dedication, clarity of purpose, and the wisdom to direct energy toward the highest good of all. The collective quantum influence practice. Begin by joining or forming a meditation group dedicated to positive global change. Choose a specific time when all participants can unite in consciousness, even if physically separated. Preparation. Create a sacred space. Light a candle to represent unified intention. Ground and center your energy. Group meditation structure. Open with 3 minutes of synchronized breathing. Focus on a shared vision of global harmony. Hold space for specific areas needing healing. Visualize light connecting all participants. Send amplified healing energy to targeted regions. Maintain regular meeting schedule, weekly minimum. Clear communication about shared intentions. Documentation of observed changes. Commitment to personal energy hygiene. Complete each session by expressing gratitude for the privilege of serving collective evolution through unified consciousness. Remember, when working with collective energy, maintain pure intention and release attachment to specific outcomes. Trust in the wisdom of the quantum field to distribute the energy where it's most needed. Conclusion. In your hands rests ancient wisdom, awakened through your journey into the depths of quantum mastery. The path you have walked, from first glimpsing the power of intention to wielding the forces of collective consciousness, marks a profound transformation in your understanding of reality's true nature. Through each practice, meditation, and moment of insight, you have steadily expanded your awareness of what is possible. The quantum field no longer stands as an abstract concept, but as a living, breathing force that responds to your conscious direction. You have witnessed how your thoughts shape circumstance, how your emotions alter outcomes, and how your focused intention bends reality to align with your deepest desires. Remember the initial stirrings of power when you first observed how your attention influenced events around you. That seed has grown into full knowing, a practiced ability to shift energy at will. Where once you may have doubted your capacity to influence reality, you now stand as a conscious co-creator with the universe itself. The tools and techniques shared within these pages have equipped you with everything needed to continue expanding your mastery. Each ritual, visualization, and energy practice serves as a key to unlock ever deeper levels of manifestation power. Yet these teachings merely open the door. Your continued practice and exploration will reveal possibilities beyond imagining. Your heightened awareness now perceives the subtle energies that most overlook. You recognize synchronicities as signs from the quantum field. You understand how to transmute fear into fuel for growth, how to maintain high vibrational states, and how to align with universal consciousness for maximum impact. This newfound power carries with it sacred responsibility. As you continue to bend reality through conscious intention, remember that you influence not only your personal sphere, but contribute to the collective field that shapes our shared world. Your elevated energy raises the frequency of all you encounter. The quantum field awaits your continued engagement. Each day brings fresh opportunities to refine your skills, to manifest with greater precision, and to contribute to humanity's evolution through conscious creation. Let your ongoing practice serve as both personal empowerment and gift to the collective. You have transcended the role of passive observer to become an active force in reality's unfolding. The universe responds to your touch with increasing sensitivity as you deepen your connection to its underlying matrix. This relationship will continue to evolve as you maintain your practice and expand your influence. Your journey of quantum mastery need never end. Each threshold crossed reveals new horizons of possibility. The teachings contained here provide a foundation, but your direct experience will unveil wisdom uniquely your own. Trust in your growing abilities while maintaining the wonder of a perpetual student of universal law. The power to shape reality now flows through your conscious awareness. You understand how to direct energy, transmute limitation, and manifest in alignment with your highest vision. This transformation extends beyond personal gain. Your elevated consciousness uplifts the collective field, contributing to humanity's awakening. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.